So yeah, my name's Max, representing Team ICP. Now, we all know what this is. It's a blood pressure monitor. We use it to assess cardiovascular health. What you may not be less familiar with is that we can measure the pressure within the skull, known as intracranial pressure, or ICP for short. When ICP rises, which can happen as a result of head injury, hemorrhage, or a brain tumor, it can cause long-term brain damage or even death in extreme cases. However, the only way that we can measure ICP at the moment is in a hospital using invasive procedures like a brain surgery. So what we're doing is developing a device that can measure ICP portably and non-invasively using the eye, and we call it ICP. So when we started our TRAM Track journey, our goal was to find the ideal customer for our first prototype. And we envisaged that that something non-invasive and portable would be most beneficial in the case of a head injury, where a patient might initially see a GP, a first responder, or go to an emergency department prior to hospital admission or potential surgery. So we talked to these people, and we spoke to GPs who told us that they don't see a lot of acutely raised ICP. Paramedics told us, why bother? If I were to measure ICP, a doctor down the line would repeat that measurement and not use mine. Air ambulances told us that ICP measurement would be nice, but it's not going to change what they do. They're still going to take the patient to the hospital. And emergency departments told us that ICP measurement would be a useful adjunct for triage, diagnosis, and discharge, but it wouldn't replace any of the investigations that need to occur, like imaging. So it's not going to be saving the hospital any time or money. These groups may find use in our device, but they're not going to be our early adopters. So we had to pivot, and we asked ourselves in what specific scenarios portability and non-invasiveness would provide the most impact in ICP measurement. Non-invasiveness is particularly good in post-diagnosis monitoring, so that people who have been diagnosed with a brain tumor or idiopathic intracranial hypertension don't need repeat invasive procedures. Non-invasiveness is also particularly good in children, in whom doctors are reluctant to perform unnecessary invasive procedures. And portability will allow ICP measurement to be conducted by researchers and clinicians in situations where it's never been possible before, such as on the side of a sports field directly after an injury, or literally anywhere else outside of the hospital environment. So our next steps are to continue our customer discovery process in these specific scenarios, develop prototypes to fit these specifications of these specific applications that we find use in, validate the technology that we come up with, and explore the commercial viability of our product. So if you see yourself as part of any part of this journey, please come and talk to us after the show, or you can use the QR code to reach out to our lovely project manager, Bao. So sorry. Bonnie, open invitation to join the team. Uh, but yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a lovely evening.